My daughter grew up in the field out back, wildflower blooming through every crack. Teachers called and said she wouldn't sit still, said she'd never learn to do what she will. I told them some flowers don't grow in a row, they grow where they want and put on a show. Wildflower, wildflower, don't try to put her in a pot. Wildflower, wildflower, she blooms in the ground that you got. Not every pretty thing belongs on a shelf. Some beautiful things just belong to themselves. Wildflower, my wildflower, bloom wherever you are. She packed her bags on a cold autumn day, said, Mama, I love you, but I can't stay. I held her tight in the driveway and said, go be the wildflower you are instead. Letters come from cities I've never seen. She's painting the world in her favorite green. She calls on Sundays and she sounds so bright, my wildflower blooming in her own light. Wildflower, wildflower, don't try to put her in a pot. Wildflower, wildflower, she blooms in the ground that you got. Not every pretty thing belongs on a shelf. Some beautiful things just belong to themselves. Wildflower, my wildflower, bloom wherever you are. I used to worry she was too much fire. Now watch her light the whole world higher. Every stubborn thing I saw as a flaw turned into the best thing that I ever saw. Wildflower, wildflower, don't try to put her in a pot. Wildflower, wildflower, she blooms in the ground that you got. Not every pretty thing belongs on a shelf. Some beautiful things just belong to themselves. Wildflower, my wildflower, bloom wherever you are. Wildflower, bloom wherever you are. Left Carolina at the age of 18 years, full of big ideas and very little fears. Drove my daddy's Chevy west as far as it would go. Left the red clay roads and everything I know. 20 years away and 3 good lives built out. Came back for a funeral and found my doubt that I had ever really left at all. The red clay of Carolinas in my soul. Carolina clay, it's in my blood and bones. Carolina clay, it followed me through zones of cities and highways and of strangers' faces. It was always there beneath the other places. Carolina clay, red as any heart. Carolina clay, it's where I fell apart and where I was put back together strong. Carolina clay is where I belong. Walk the old home place on a Sunday clear. Barn still standing, peach tree still right here. Smell of that red dirt hit me like a song. Said you knew all along, you knew all along. Sold the city condo in the fall, put the Carolina clay between it all. Now I'm home where everything began. Red clay on my boots and in my plan. Carolina clay, it's in my blood and bones. Carolina clay, it followed me through zones of cities and highways and of strangers' faces. It was always there beneath the other places. Carolina clay, red as any heart. Carolina clay, it's where I fell apart and where I was put back together strong. Carolina clay is where I belong. Some people say you can't go home again. Those people never left the red clay then, because clay doesn't let you go and clay don't lie. It's in your roots until the day you die. Carolina clay, it's in my blood and bones. Carolina clay, it followed me through zones of cities and of highways and of strangers' faces. It was always there beneath the other places. Carolina clay, red as any heart. Carolina clay, it's where I fell apart and where I was put back together strong. Carolina clay is where I belong. Carolina clay, where I belong. Mama wore her calico to church on Sunday bright. Daddy came home black with coal each night. We didn't have much on that Kentucky hill, but we had each other, and we have it still. I was the oldest of the 7 kids. Cooked the supper, did the things she did. 12 years old and running half the house, quiet as a church mouse, tough as as a grouse. Coal dust and calico, that's where I'm from. Hard-working people under a cold sun. Coal dust and calico, red clay ground, the best kind of raisin to be found. I wear it proud wherever I may go. Coal dust and calico. Married young away the valley dust, found a good man just because he was. We built a life on what our hands could do. Coal dust and calico, and something new. Now my daughters ask me where my strength comes from. I say, child, just look at where you're from. Every callus on my hands tells you plain. Coal dust and calico don't wash away in rain. Coal dust and calico, that's where I'm from. Hard-working people under a cold sun. Coal dust and calico, red clay ground, the best kind of raisin to be found. I wear it proud wherever I may go. Coal dust and calico. Some women grow up soft and sweet and fine. I grew up in the shadow of the mine. Wouldn't trade a single heart and heavy year. Everything I am began right here. Coal dust and calico, that's where I'm from. Hard-working people under a cold sun. Coal dust and calico, red clay ground, the best kind of raisin to be found. I wear it proud wherever I may go. Coal dust and calico. Coal dust and calico, that's where I'm from. Sat by the window, watching the rain, telling myself I'm not feeling the pain. Told all my friends I was doing just fine, but the mirror don't lie, and neither does wine. Left all his letters in a box in the hall. Couldn't throw them out, couldn't read them at all. Just knowing they're there is a kind of a thing. The way an old wound reminds you of spring. Crazy for crying, crazy for trying, crazy for loving someone like you. Crazy for staying, crazy for praying that somehow you'd see the whole thing through. I know I'm crazy, everybody does, but crazy cold Saturday, smiled at the room and I danced the night away. Came home at midnight and cried till the dawn, crazy for missing someone that's gone. People keep telling me time heals the heart. I've been waiting on time since the very start. Maybe they're right, maybe someday I'll see, but crazy feels honest for now to me. Crazy for crying, crazy for trying, crazy for loving someone like you, crazy for staying, crazy for praying that somehow you'd see the whole thing through. I know I'm crazy, everybody does, but crazy is all I've got left of us. Some nights the silence is the loudest sound. Some nights I swear I hear you come around. Turn on the light and the room's empty still. Crazy or not, I probably always will. Crazy for crying, crazy for trying, crazy for loving someone like you, crazy for staying, crazy for praying that somehow you'd see the whole thing through. I know I'm crazy, everybody does, but crazy is all I've got left of us. Crazy, crazy, still crazy. Woke up this morning looking like a mess, hair in every direction, wrinkled up dress. Coffee ain't enough and the mirror's no friend, but honey, I'll be fabulous by end. They said a woman ought to know her place, keep a quiet voice and a modest face. I said, darling, that sounds awfully dull. I've got more to give and a lot more pull. Dolly Would, and so will I. Take the low road and turn it high. Rhinestones on a working girl's dress, make the most of everything, make it bless. Dolly Would, and I always do. Find the beauty in the hard times too. Boss man told me once I talked too much, said my ideas were a little out of touch. I smiled at him, sweet as pecan pie, then went and did it all without goodbye. Grew up poor but never felt that way. Mama made the rags feel like boucle. Taught me that a woman's greatest gift is finding joy inside the hardest shift. Dolly Would, and so will I. Take the low road and turn it high. Rhinestones make it bless. Dolly would, and I always do. Find the beauty in the hard times too. It costs a lot of money to look this cheap, and it takes a lot of work to make it seem sweet. But every rhinestone on this worn-out dress says a woman can be broke and still be blessed. Dolly would, and so will I. Take the low road and turn it high. Rhinestones on a working girl's dress. Make the most of everything, make it bless. Dolly would, and I always do. Find the beauty in the hard times too. Dolly would, and so will I. Three nights this week you rolled in past midnight, smelling like a roadhouse and looking for a fight. I was up waiting with the children in bed, holding my tongue when I should have said. My mama told me pick a good steady man. I thought I did, but here's where I stand. Standing in the kitchen at 1:45, done being patient, done being through. Don't come home drunk one more time. Don't come home stumbling across that line. I got my limits, and you found them now. This woman's done, and I mean somehow. Don't come home drunk, not tonight, because this woman's finally ready to fight. I work all day and come home to this mess. Clean up behind you, I confess that I've been making this too easy for you. Starting right now, that's completely through. The children see you and they don't say a word. Their little eyes taking every blur. Step you take across the kitchen floor, I will not have it anymore. Don't come home drunk one more time. Don't come home stumbling across that line. I've got my limits, and you found them now. This woman's done, and I mean somehow. Don't come home drunk, not tonight, because this woman's finally ready to fight. I love you sober, I love you clean. I love you best when you know what I mean. But love doesn't mean I'll keep looking away. You decide who you wanna be today. Don't come home drunk one more time. Don't come home stumbling across that line. I got my limits, and you found them now. This woman's done, and I mean somehow. Don't come home drunk, not tonight, because this woman's finally ready to fight. Not one more time. Not one more time. it and she smiled and said, "That's my girl and she'll be fine instead." Feisty, that's what they always say. Feisty, every morning, every day. Feisty, like it's something I should fix. Feisty, here's my favorite of my tricks. Call me feisty, call me loud, call me much. I'll take feisty as a compliment and such. Feisty is just honest with good boots on. Feisty never left and feisty's never gone. Married a man who thought he'd calm me down. Found out feisty don't live in a gown. He loves me feisty even after all. Said he wouldn't have me quiet for a hog. Got 3 daughters, all of them the same. Their teachers call and I know just the blame. I tell their teachers what my mama told. Feisty women end up strong and bold. Feisty, that's what they always say. Feisty, every morning, every day. Feisty, like it's something I should fix. Feisty, here's my favorite of my tricks. Call me feisty, call me loud, call me much. I'll take feisty as a compliment and such. Feisty is just honest with good boots on. Feisty never left and feisty's never gone. Some women hush themselves to fit the room. I'd rather be a little too much bloom. Give me feisty and I'll give you real. A woman who says exactly what she feels. Feisty, that's what they always say. Feisty, every morning, every day. Feisty, like it's something I should fix. Feisty, here's my favorite of my tricks. Call me feisty, call me loud, call me much. I'll take feisty as a compliment and such. Feisty is just honest with good boots on. Feisty never left and feisty's never gone. Feisty, always will be. Hey! Yeah. Woke up on my birthday feeling 50 today. Took a long look in the mirror and I had to say, you've earned every line and every silver strand. You've carried this life beautifully and grand. Friends all called and said, oh no, not 50. I said, honey, 50 feels incredibly nifty. I know more now than I did at 22, and I care a whole lot less about what's due. 50 and fine, 50 and free. 50 is the best that I've ever been to me. 50 and fine, no apologies for the life I've lived and the things I've seen. I've loved and lost and built and started over twice. Everything I am at 50 has a price. 50 and fine and fabulous today. 50 came and I wouldn't have it any other way. Young girl at the checkout looked at me and smiled. Said, you look amazing for someone your while. I said, for someone my age, you mean to say? She blushed and I just laughed the whole day. Her husband says he loves me more at 50 than before. I said, darling, that's the one thing worth keeping score. 50 with a man who loves you where you are. That's the finest thing by far. 50 and fine. everything. Found a recipe box in the attic last spring, tied up with a ribbon and everything. Handwritten cards in her slanting script, cornbread and cobbler and biscuits equipped. Some cards are stained with butter or with jam, proof that this was more than just a plan. She stood where I'm standing at this very stove, making the same things with the same love she'd wove. Grandma's recipe box, older than me, holds more than just cooking, holds family. Grandma's recipe box, card by card, every recipe harder than the yard. Every dish a story, every pinch a prayer. Grandma's recipe box takes me back there. There's a note inside the apple pie, says add more cinnamon and don't ask why. Another one inside the chicken stew says cook it slow and think of those you love through. I'm making copies for my daughters now, explaining all the things she didn't tell us how. Passing down the box, and all it means the sweetest kind of heirloom in between. Grandma's recipe box, older than me, holds more than just cooking, holds family. Grandma's recipe box, card by card, every recipe harder than the yard. Every dish a story, every pinch a prayer. Grandma's recipe box takes me back there. She never wrote a book or left a deed, but everything a family needs to feed its soul and history and love and root is in this little box, the absolute. Grandma's recipe box, older than me, holds more than just cooking, holds family. Grandma's recipe box, card by card, every recipe harder than the yard. Every dish a story, every pinch a prayer. Grandma's recipe box takes me back there. Grandma's recipe box, still feeding us. Yeah. Walked in that office in the fall of '81. Only woman there when all was said and done. They looked at me like I'd made a wrong turn. I smiled said, watch what I've come to earn. Stayed the latest, came the earliest too. Did twice the work to prove what I could do. And when promotion time came rolling round, they gave it to a man who was barely found. Hardest working woman in the room, always proving something to the afternoon. Hardest working woman every single day, trying to get paid the same as they. Hardest working woman, that's my name. Someday the work and the wage will be the same. Till then I'll be the hardest working one. Hardest working woman when it's done. Raised 3 kids and worked a 40-hour week. Don't tell me what strength looks like or speak. I'll show you strength in what I get done. Before the men have started on day one. Now I run the department, run it right. Hired women who know what it's like to fight. Told them you don't have to prove a thing, just do your best and let the work speak. Hardest working woman in the room, always proving something to the afternoon. Hardest working woman every single day, trying to get paid the same as they. Hardest working woman, that's my name. Someday the work and the wage will be the same. Till then I'll be the hardest working one. Hardest working woman when it's done. I don't want a medal and I don't want praise, just equal pay for the equal days. That's all I've ever asked for all these years, and I'm still asking through the same old tears. Hardest working woman in the room, always proving something to the afternoon. Hardest working woman every single day, trying to get paid the same as they. Hardest working woman, that's my name. Someday the work and the wage will be the same. Till then I'll be the hardest working one. Hardest working woman when it's done. Hardest working woman, still here. Met her at the school gate in the fall of '63. She had red hair and she laughed at me. I asked her why, and she said, your face, when they call the roll, you made a funny face. 60 years of everything between that day. Marriages and funerals and children in the grave. She was there for every single turn, the kind of friend you only ever earn. Her name was June, my red-haired friend. to be. Last winter she called me from the hospital bed, said, "I need to tell you something," she said. We talked for 3 hours and we laughed through it all, right up to the time they had to end the call. At the service they asked me to say a few words. I stood up there and sang her favorite words, that old song she always asked me to sing, the one about the summer and the ring. Her name was June, my red-haired friend. She was there from beginning to end. Her name was June, she knew me true, better than I ever even knew. Her name was June, and she is gone, but her name keeps living in this song. Her name was June, the best of me is everything she taught me to be. Friendship is the love they never write, the songs about enough, the deep down right. That woman knew me past my Sunday face and loved me in the in-between, the grace. Her name was June, my red-haired friend. She was there from beginning to end. Her name was June, she knew me true, better than I ever even knew. Her name was June, and she is gone, but her name keeps living in this song. Her name was June, the best of me is everything she taught me to be. Her name was June, my friend. Got a box beneath my bed full to the brim with every letter I ever wrote to him, every word I wanted him to know, every place I wanted us to go. The first one I wrote in 1969 said everything was going to be fine. Lied through every line I wrote that day. Things were not fine, but I couldn't say. Letters I never sent, words I never said, living in a shoebox underneath my bed. Letters I never sent, truth I kept inside, all the things I wanted and all the things I tried. Now I read them back with silver in my hair, and loved the woman who wrote them standing there. Letters I never sent, but never threw away, proof that I was brave enough to say. Here's one I wrote the night that he proposed. Said yes, of course, but kept my real heart closed. Said I was scared that love would go away. Never let him read it to this day. There's one I wrote the night our daughter came. Said nothing in the world would be the same. Said God forgive me for the times I failed, and let me be enough in what's entailed. Letters I never sent, words I never said, living in a shoebox underneath my bed. Letters I never sent, truth I kept inside, all the things I wanted and all the things I tried. Now I read them back with silver in my hair, and love the woman who wrote them standing there. Letters I never sent but never threw away, proof that I was brave enough to say, someday I'll give the box to my daughter dear. Say here is everything your mother feared. Here is every honest thing I was inside, beyond the smile and the Sunday pride. Letters I never sent, words I never said, living in a shoebox underneath my bed. Letters I never sent, truth I kept inside, all the things I wanted and all the things I tried. Now I read them back with silver in my hair, and love the woman who wrote them standing there. Letters I never sent but never threw away, proof that I was brave enough to say. Letters I never sent but wrote anyway. Before the rooster speaks, been doing this for years, not weeks. Feed the chickens, check the fence line first, do it all before the morning thirst. City cousin came to visit last July, watched me work with a confused kind of eye. Said, don't you want an easier kind of life? I said, this is my easy life. Mud on my boots, sun on my face, living at my own hard-working pace. Mud on my boots from the morning round. This is who I am and this is my ground. Mud on my boots, no apology. This dirty life is exactly right for me. Cattle need their wormer in the spring, fences need repairing, always something. Tractor broke down for the third time this year, fixed it myself, had a little cheer. People arms to grow. Mud on my boots, sun on my face, living at my own hard-working pace. Mud on my boots from the morning round. This is who I am and this is my ground. Mud on my boots, no apology. This dirty life is exactly right for me. Some women want the manicure and the spa. I want my land and I want my pa. Give me the mud and the cold morning air, and I'll give you a woman without compare. Mud on my boots, sun on my face, living at my own hard-working pace. Mud on my boots from the morning round. This is who I am and this is my ground. Mud on my boots, no apology. This dirty life is exactly right for me. Mud on my boots, yeah, where I belong. I looked down at my hands this morning clear and saw my mother's hands had appeared. The same rough knuckles and the same short nails, the same strong fingers that told the same tales. Her hands could patch a quilt and bake a pie, could wipe a fever and could dry an eye, could hold a family when the world went wrong, could find the harmony inside a song. My mother's hands, they're living in mine now. She passed them down somehow. My mother's hands, I used to think were old. Now I see the story that they told. Every line a year, every scar a gift, every rough and palm a kind of lift. My mother's hands are mine to carry on. She lives in me, she's never really gone. She worked in fields and worked inside the home, never once complained, never set the tone of anything but steady loving grace. Never lost her smile upon her face. Last time I held them, they were cold and still, but they held mine back with something still, like she was passing everything she knew straight from her hands into mine and through. My mother's hands, they're living in mine now. She passed them down somehow. My mother's hands, I used to think were old. Now I see the story that they told. Every line a year, every scar a gift, every rough and palm a kind of lift. My mother's hands are mine to carry. in your own two hands after they are gone. My mother's hands, they're living in mine now. She passed them down somehow. My mother's hands, I used to think were old. Now I see the story that they told. Every line a year, every star a gift, every rough and palm a kind to lift. My mother's hands are mine to carry on. She lives in me, she's never really gone. My mother's hands living in mine. At 20 I knew everything there was. Told my mama what to do just because. She smiled at me with something in her eye. Said, baby, just you wait by and by. At 30 I had answers by the shelf. Sure about my world, sure of myself. Then a few things happened I didn't plan, and my shelf of answers turned to sand. Old enough to know that I don't know. Old enough to watch the good things grow. Old enough to see that young was blind. Old enough to leave the past behind. Old enough to say I was wrong. Old enough to learn a brand new song. Old enough to know what truly matters. Old enough to pick up all the scattered. At 40 I stopped fighting what I felt. Started with the hand that I was dealt. Stopped pretending I had figured out what life was all about. Now at 60 I just laugh and say I learned something every single day. The older woman is the wiser one, not despite her years, but because of everyone. Old enough to know that I don't know. Old enough to watch the good things grow. Old enough to see that young was blind. Old enough to leave the past behind. Old enough to say I was wrong. Old enough to learn a brand new song. Old enough to know what truly matters. Old enough to pick up all the scattered. Young is beautiful and full of fire, and I was young and I had that desire. But old is something young can't understand until old puts something in your hand. Old enough to know that I don't know. she had 1,000 there. Wore it to the church and wore it to the school. Being poor don't have to make you look a fool. Girls would laugh sometimes about my shoes. Hand-me-downs don't always make the news. I'd hold my chin as high as it would go. Poor in pocket doesn't mean you're low. One good dress is all you really need. If you wear it with your dignity. One good dress held up by a spine of steel, worth more than all the wardrobes that they fill. One good dress and a head held to the sky. That's how a woman learns to get on by. Now I've got a closet full of clothes, more shoes than I need, Lord only knows. But when I'm dressing for the important days, I think of Mama and her ironing ways. Taught my girls that what you wear inside is worth a whole lot more than what outside. A woman with her dignity in place wears the finest thing in any space. One good dress is all you really need. If you wear it with your dignity. One good dress held up by a spine of steel, worth more than all the wardrobes that they fill. One good dress and a head held to the sky. That's how a woman learns to get on by. I see young girls chasing every trend, spending money they don't have to spend. Baby, all you need is what you got inside. Wear your character and wear it with pride. One good dress is all you really need. If you wear it with your dignity. One good dress held up by a spine of steel, worth more than all the wardrobes that they fill. One good dress and a head held to the sky. That's how a woman learns to get on by. One good dress, head held high. Oh yeah. Every year at the county fair in June, the women of this town come out to prove their pecan pie or apple or their cherry cream is better than every other pie machine. Dorothy Perkins has been winning 9 years straight, marching to that blue ribbon like it's fate. I've been working on my recipe since last fall. This year Dorothy's going down, and that is all. It's about the pie contest, don't you dare laugh. It's about my dignity and a half. It's about the principle of the thing, and maybe just a little bit of everything. The pie contest, my great crusade, best pecan pie that anyone has made. Dorothy smiled at me at church last week, that smile that says you haven't got a peek. I smiled back and said, Dorothy dear, the best pecan pie in the county's right here. Contest day arrived on a Saturday bright. I a bite and looked around, then gave the ribbon to me without a sound. It's about the pie contest, don't you dare laugh. It's about my dignity and a half. It's about the principle of the thing, and maybe just a little bit of everything. The pie contest, my great crusade, best pecan pie that anyone has made. Dorothy came over after the judging, said your pie is better, stop your grudging. I said, Dorothy, that might be the nicest thing. She said, buy me coffee and I'll teach you everything. Yeah, it's about the pie contest, don't you dare laugh. It's about my dignity and a half. It's about the principle of the thing, and maybe just a little bit of everything. The pie contest, my great crusade, best pecan pie that anyone has made. The pie contest, I won. Everybody thinks the preacher's wife is pure, that she never has a doubt and always sure. Always got a casserole and always got a smile. Never has an opinion and never has a trial. I burn the casserole about once a week. I have opinions that would make him blush and peek. I doubt on Tuesdays and I question Thursday noon. The preacher's wife ain't always in the room. I'm the preacher's wife, but I'm a woman first, with all the thirst and laughter and the worst. I'm the preacher's wife behind the pulpit seat, with thoughts not quite appropriate to repeat. I love my husband and I love my Lord, but preacher's wife's the hardest to ward. I'm the preacher's wife, yes, that is true, but honey, so much more is hidden in that pew. Sister Johnson told the women's group one day that the preacher's wife should always kneel and pray. I said, Sister Johnson, I do pray a lot, mostly that my husband finds the spot. The congregation laughed and then went still. Then the preacher laughed and laughed until he said, that's why I married her right there, the most honest woman anywhere. I'm the preacher's wife, but I'm a woman first, with all the thirst and laughter and the worst. I'm the preacher's wife behind the pulpit seat, with thoughts not quite appropriate to repeat. I love my husband and I love my Lord, but preacher's wife's the hardest to ward. I'm the preacher's wife, yes, that is true, but honey, so much more is hidden in that pew. I'll be the preacher's wife till kingdom come, but never the silent one, never the dumb. God gave me a voice and I intend to use every single word that I choose. I'm the preacher's wife, but I'm a woman first, with all the thirst and laughter and the worst. I'm the preacher's wife behind the pulpit seat, with thoughts not quite appropriate to repeat. I love my husband and I love my Lord, but in that pew. Preacher's wife, but a woman first. Magazine says I ought to look a different way. Television tells me I'm a little past my day. Men I barely know feel free to have their say about this body and this face in every way. I spent 10 years trying to be someone's ideal, chasing what they sold me with their every deal. Woke up one morning at the age of 43 and decided I was done and just be me. Just because I am pretty enough for this life I live, pretty as the love I have to give, pretty enough for every single day that I woke up and chose to find a way. I am pretty enough. I've always been. The most beautiful I'll be is from within. Daughter came home crying about her nose. Said the girls at school all said, and God knows. I sat her down and looked her in the eye and said everything that made me nearly cry. Said, baby, you are every sunrise I've seen, every wildflower in the blue-green. The world will always tell you otherwise, but look at yourself through your mother's eyes. Beautiful I'll be is from within. Beauty isn't something that you chase, it's something that you find inside your face. When you stop comparing and you start to see the most beautiful thing you'll be is free. I am pretty enough, I always was, pretty as the morning, pretty just because I am pretty enough for this life I live, pretty as the love I have to give. I've been running since I barely learned to walk. Been doing more than I've had time to talk. 3 kids, a job, a husband, and a farm. Been holding everything at arm in arm. Someday I'm gonna sit and watch the sun, with nothing on my list and nothing done. Someday I'm gonna let the world go by. Rocking chair and a peaceful sunset sky. Rocking chair someday, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, and I don't have another week of meetings and a carpool's enough. Cleaning floors, rocking chairs someday. I'll settle scores with all the doing I was born to do. Rocking chairs someday, just me and you, and nothing pressing and nowhere to be. Rocking chairs someday, just me. Mama said she'd rest when she was dead. I laughed at that when she first said. Now I'm 52 and understand every word she said and how she planned. But Lord, I love this busy life I lead. Love the noise and everything I feed. Maybe when I get that rocking chair at last, I'll miss this chaos more than time that's past. Rocking chair someday, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, and I don't have another week of meetings and a carpool's enough. Cleaning floors, rocking chairs someday. I'll settle scores with all the doing I was born to do. Rocking chairs someday, just me and you, and nothing pressing and nowhere to be. Rocking chairs someday, just me. Till then I'll be the one who holds it all, the one who catches everybody's fall. The rocking chair will wait for me up there. It's patient and it knows I'll get there. Rocking chair someday, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, and I don't have another week of meetings and a carpool's enough. Cleaning floors, rocking chair someday. I'll settle scores with all the doing I was born to do. Rocking chair someday, just me and you, and nothing pressing and nowhere to be. Rocking chair someday, just me. Rocking chair someday, just me. First husband left me in the fall of '83 with 2 small kids and barely a degree. Stood in the parking lot and watched him go, then turned around and said, watch how far I'll flow. Worked 2 jobs through most of '84. Kids in school, coffee at the stop your tide. Second chance came knocking in the spring. Good man, steady hands and everything. Built a life on top of what I had. River found a valley, found its grad. Now I tell my daughters when the going's rough that being soft and strong is being tough. Water is the softest thing there is, but water cuts through granite. That's the biz. Run like a river, always find a way around the rocks and boulders every day. Run like a river, nothing stops the flow. Every block you hit just helps you grow. Just helps you grow. Run like a river, deep and long and wide. Nothing in this world can stop your tide. Run like a river. Nothing stops the flow. She saddled up before the morning came. Didn't leave a note, didn't sign a name. Just a woman in the open road, riding free without a heavy load. People in the town would always say, a woman needs a man to find her way. She just smiled and tipped her worn-out hat, rode on down the road, and that was that. She rides alone. She rides alone. Nobody's shadow, nobody's home. She rides alone through rain and sun, a free woman and she's second to none. She rides alone, always has. She rides alone, and she always will. Met a man in Laredo, sweet and fine. Said he'd love her till the end of time. She said, darling, I believe you mean it true, but I ride alone, it's what I do. Years went by and seasons came and went. Every road she took was heaven sent. Came back home with silver in her hair, still the freest woman anywhere. always will. Don't feel sorry for her lonely nights. She's chasing down her own northern lights. Some women bloom inside a fence. She blooms out where the sky is immense. She rides alone. She rides alone. Nobody's shadow, nobody's home. She rides alone through rain and sun, a free woman and she's second to none. She rides alone, always has. She rides alone, and she always will. She rides alone, always will. She rode out young with everything to prove, head full of fire and nothing left to lose. Crossed the mountains and the rivers and the plains, came through the sunshine and came through the rains. She worked the fields and she worked the night. She raised her children in the fading light. She loved and lost and built it back again. She is every woman. She is now and then. She rides home. She rides home. After all the roads and everything unknown, she rides home. She rides home to the place inside herself she's always known. She rode alone and she rode in crowds. She rode through clear and she rode through clouds. And after all the riding of a whole life through, she rides home. She always knew. Silver in her hair and peace inside her chest. She's done the proving and she passed the test. Not the test they gave her, no, her own. The one that only she has ever known. She looks back on every road she took, every closed door and every open book, and sees it every step, however long, was leading her exactly to this song. She rides home. She rides home. After all rides home, she rides home. After all the roads and everything unknown, she rides home, she rides home to the place inside herself she's always known. She rode alone and she rode in crowds. She rode through clear and she rode through clouds. And after all the riding of her whole life through, she rides home. She always knew. She rides home. She always knew. Farmer's market opens at 7:45. Ruth's got her jam and the line can't wait. Kids on the courthouse steps eating funnel cake. This is everything a Saturday should make. Ran into the teacher from my 7th grade. She remembered me and the progress I've made. Bought some tomatoes from old Henry Stand. He counted back change with a trembling hand. Small town Saturday, nothing more. Same sweet faces I've been knowing before. Small town Saturday, loud and slow. Everyone you see is someone you know. Some folks leave and call this small and plain. I left once too and came right back again. Small town Saturday, this is mine, where the ordinary turns out to be fine. Pastor Jones walked by and tipped his hat. Dog ran loose and chased old Mrs. Pat. Somebody's baby cried in the morning air. Everybody turned to look and nobody cared. By noon the town was quiet in the heat. Families home and putting up their feet. I sat on the porch with my tomatoes and tea and thought, this is where I was meant to be. Small town Saturday, nothing more. Same sweet faces I've been knowing before. Small town Saturday, loud and slow. Everyone you see is someone you know. Some folks leave and call this small and plain. I left once too and came right back again. Small town Saturday, this is mine, where the ordinary turns out to be fine. City people passing through on their way always seem to leave a little slower than they came. Something about a place where everybody knows slows you down and helps you decompose. Small town Saturday, nothing more. Same sweet faces I've been knowing before. Small town Saturday, loud and slow. Everyone you see is someone you know. Some folks leave and call this small and plain. I left once too and came right back again. Small town Saturday, this is mine. This is home. We sat outside on a blanket one July, looking up and counting stars on high. She said, "Mama, when I die, I wanna be the brightest star that you can always see." She was 7 and she said it plain, the way a child says things without the pain. I held her close and said, "Okay, my dear, I'll look for you up there, and you'll be here somewhere near the Milky Way tonight. There's a little girl who shines so bright. Somewhere near the Milky Way I find the one who left me, but who's left behind. I look up every single night to say, I see you, baby, somewhere near the Milky Way." I won't tell you all of what came after. Some stories aren't for telling without laughter, except to say that every cloudless night I find the brightest star and hold it tight. She was right about the brightest one, second from the left of the evening sun. That one blinks at me in a certain way, like she's saying, "Mama, I'm okay." Somewhere near the Milky Way tonight, there's a little girl who shines so bright. Somewhere near the Milky Way I find the one who left me, but who's left behind. I look up every single night to say, I see you, baby, somewhere near the Milky Way. They tell me grief gets easier with years. Maybe it just changes where it appears, from an ache that breaks you every hour to a quiet star that gives you power. Somewhere near the Milky Way tonight, there's a little girl who shines so bright. Somewhere near the Milky Way I find the one who left me, but who's left behind. I look up every single night to say, I see you, baby, somewhere near the Milky Way. Somewhere near the Milky Way. I see you. Supper's on the table, come on in. Wash your hands and don't track mud again. Got the biscuits hot and the beans done right. Best thing about the whole long day is tonight. Kids come flying through the kitchen door, fighting over seats just like before. Daddy takes his place and bows his head, blesses all this life. With all that said, supper's on the table, everybody home. Nobody eating cold and nobody alone. Supper's on the table, say your grace. Look around and memorize each face, because supper on the table every night is how I tell my family everything's alright. Teenage daughter barely looks up now. Boy next door has taught her how. I just smile and pass the cornbread down. These years go faster than the fastest town. Mama used to say the table is the heart, where families stay together or fall apart. She was right about most everything she said. Right about the table, right about the bread. Supper's on the table, everybody home. Nobody eating cold and nobody alone. Supper's on the table, say your grace. Look around and memorize each face, because supper on the table every night is how I tell my family everything's alright. 20 years from now, when they have their own, they'll set a table and they'll understand that love is not a word you say out loud. Love is supper hot beneath a humble cloud. Supper's on the table, everybody home. Nobody eating cold and nobody alone. Supper's on the table, say your grace. Look around and memorize each face, because supper on the table every night is how I tell my family everything's alright. Supper's on the table, everybody home. She's 17 hands of chestnut and grace. I found her at auction in a sorry place. Ribs showing through and her spirit half gone, but something in her eyes said, carry on. Took 3 months of patience and quiet time before she let me near without the sign. Slow and steady like a Tennessee song, she started trusting and I carried along. Tennessee walker, step by step. Tennessee walker, never forget that trust is earned through quiet and through time. That love grows slow like the sweetest vine. Tennessee walker taught me more than any book about the patience that it takes to includes me. People stop their cars along the road to watch her carry that impossible load of beauty and of grace and of a second chance. She moves across the field like a dance. Some things broken come back twice as bright. My Tennessee Walker in the morning light. Tennessee Walker, step by step. Tennessee Walker, never forget that trust is earned through quiet and through time. That love grows slow like the sweetest vine. Tennessee Walker taught me more than any book about the patience that it takes to look into something broken and see what's there. Tennessee Walker and her chestnut hair. She doesn't know she saved me to that year when everything I loved had disappeared. We healed each other in that quiet barn. Two broken things unwinding from the yarn. Tennessee Walker, step by step. Tennessee Walker, never forget that trust is earned through quiet and through time. That love grows slow like the sweetest vine. Tennessee Walker taught me more than any book about the patience that it takes to look into something broken and see what's there. Tennessee Walker and her chestnut hair. Tennessee Walker, step by step. He shipped out on a Tuesday in May. I drove home from the base and tried to pray. The house was full of everything we owned, but without him in it, just a house of stone. Made myself keep busy through the June. Canned the peaches, tried to keep the tune. July was harder than the whole year long. August nearly broke my heart in song. The longest summer I have ever known. Counting down the days back to my home. The longest summer, letters twice a week. Reading every word for what I seek. The longest summer, praying every night. Watching for the car lights, watching for the light. The longest summer finally came to end when I saw him walking round the bend. September brought him back to me at last. Thinner than he'd been, but holding fast. Stood in the driveway and I couldn't move. each other in the oldest groove. Now when summer comes and days grow long, I think about that summer and that song, and hold him just a little bit more near, because I know what summer means from here. The longest summer I have ever known, counting down the days back to my home. The longest summer, letters twice a week, reading every word for what I seek. The longest summer, praying every night, watching for the car lights, watching for the light. The longest summer finally came to end when I saw him walking round the bend. Some women waited and he never came. I hold them in my heart and carry their name. For every summer that went on too long, I'll keep singing this, their waiting song. The longest summer I have ever known, counting down the days back to my home. The longest summer, letters twice a week, reading every word for what I seek. The longest summer, praying every night, watching for the car lights, watching for the light. The longest summer finally came to end when I saw him walking round the bend. The longest summer, he came home. Set the table for two at 6:15. Kept his supper warm through all the usual tricks. By 8 I was calling and calling again. By 10 I was sitting and going insane. Every set of headlights made me hold my breath. Every passing car was the beginning of death. I sat at the window and I waited it through, the longest night of everything I knew. The night he didn't come home, I learned what alone really means. The night he didn't come home, I filled in all the worst scenes. I imagined every He walked in at midnight with a flat tire story, phone dead in a ditch without any glory. I stood in the kitchen and I shook with relief. Then I told him calm and slow about my grief. He held me longer than he had in years. Said he didn't know I carried all those fears. Said from now on I'll always let you know wherever I am when I'm running slow. The night he didn't come home, I learned what alone really means. The night he didn't come home, I filled in all the worst scenes. I imagined every roadside and every ditch until headlights finally crossed the switch. The night he didn't come home was the night I learned how much I need him in my life. Some women never get the headlights back. Some women sit there and the road stays black. I hold that night inside me like a prayer for every woman waiting anywhere. The night he didn't come home, I learned what alone really means. The night he didn't come home, I filled in all the worst scenes. I imagined every roadside and every ditch until headlights finally crossed the switch. The night he didn't come home was the night I learned how much I need him in my life. The night he didn't come home, but then he did. There's a woman in the mirror staring back. She knows every road I've gone down and come back. She's seen every tear and every secret smile. She's been watching me the whole while. Some morning she looks tired and worn, like every single year has left a thorn. Other morning she looks back at me, like she knows exactly who I'm meant to be. The other woman in the mirror never lies. She's there behind my laughing and my crying eyes. She knows everything I've hidden from the world, every broken promise, every dream unfurled. The other removed. I've been kinder to the strangers in the street than to the woman that I daily meet. Starting now, I'm learning to be fair to the woman with the silver in her hair. She's not young and she's not perfect anymore, but she's the truest thing I've ever known for sure. Every line upon her face tells where she's been, and I've decided she's the best I've seen. The other woman in the mirror never lies. She's there behind my laughing and my crying eyes. She knows everything I've hidden from the world, every broken promise, every dream unfurled. The other woman in the mirror is my truth, the girl I was and all I am removed. What if I treated her like someone dear? What if I loved her the way I love from here? Turns out the hardest love to learn to give is loving who you are, so you can live. The other woman in the mirror never lies. She's there behind my laughing and my crying eyes. She knows everything I've hidden from the world, every broken promise, every dream unfurled. The other woman in the mirror is my truth, the girl I was and all I am removed. The woman in the mirror is me. Oh yeah. Ooh. Gritty, working class country, female solo, Loretta Lynn, everyday woman style. Acoustic guitar, upright, steady drum, strong, tired, honest female voice, working woman dignity theme. This kitchen floor has seen a lot of years, been mopped 1,000 times through joy and tears. Kids learn to walk right here between these tiles, danced 1,000 dances through the midnight miles. Dog sleeps here beside the back screen door. He knows this is the warm spot on the floor. Every Christmas morning started here, every school day grandkids come in with their muddy feet, I just smile and think how bittersweet that the mess I fought for 30 years is now the thing that fills my eyes with tears. Old house gets quiet now, the children go, me and my husband moving soft and slow. We still dance on Friday nights right here on this kitchen floor that holds our every year. This kitchen floor, this heart of the home, this kitchen floor where nobody's alone. Homework done at midnight on this floor, fights resolved and promises and more. This kitchen floor has held us all together through every kind of weather. This kitchen floor is where my life has been, the holiest ground I've ever seen. When I am gone and someone else moves in, I hope they feel the love that soaked their skin of wood and tile and all the ordinary that made my life extraordinary. This kitchen floor, this heart of the home, this kitchen floor where nobody's alone. Homework done at midnight on this floor, fights resolved and promises and more. This kitchen floor has held us all together through every kind of weather. This kitchen floor is where my life has been, the holiest ground I've ever seen. This kitchen floor my whole life. Your hair went silver somewhere in the 70s. Mine followed yours in the early 80s. We stood in the kitchen on a Tuesday night and danced to nothing just to hold on tight. The grandkids think we're funny when we dance. Can't believe their grandpa took a chance on a girl from Clarksville in the fall of '58, who told him plainly he was running late. Waltz me one more time around this floor, like the first time, maybe even more. These old bones may creak and these hands may shake, but waltz me, darling, for our memory's sake. Waltz me one world but you. Doc says take it easy, says go slow. We just smile at each other and say we know. Easy never got us to this day. We dance the hard road every single way. Sometimes I wake up in the night afraid that one of us will leave the other stranded. I reach across the bed and feel you there. Breathe again and thank the morning air. Waltz me one more time around this floor, like the first time, maybe even more. These old bones may creak and these hands may shake, but waltz me, darling, for our memory's sake. Waltz me one more time, just us two. Nobody left in the world but you. They say old love is quiet and plain. They've never seen us dance in the rain. Old love burns the slowest and the best, warmer than all the rest. Waltz me one more time around this floor, These old bones may creak, and these hands may shake, but waltz me, darling, for our memory's sake. Waltz me one more time, just us two. Nobody left in the world but you. Doc says, take it easy, says go slow.